Hi, I'm Jean Carwood-Edwards, Chief Executive of Early Years Scotland.
Hi, I'm Jane Brumpton and I'm Deputy Chief Executive of Early Years Scotland.
So since there is currently a major change underway at Early Years Scotland, the Board of Directors and the staff team thought that they would like to communicate this news to you in person through a short video clip. So many of you will already know that I am retiring, or rather semi-retiring, on the 28th of February 2020. Although I'm retiring from my role as CEO of Early Years Scotland, I do hope to stick around in the sector for a little bit, for some time yet. And part two of our news is that I am absolutely delighted to let you know that from the 1st of March, Jane Brumpton is going to be the new CEO of Early Years Scotland.
Thank you, Jean. I'm absolutely delighted and honoured to be given this opportunity, and I am under no illusions. I've got big boots to fill, but I will relish the challenge and look forward to taking on this new role. But for now, I was keen to ask you a few questions, and the first one is really, in your almost 7 years being in this role as CEO, what can you tell me about some of the things that you've enjoyed the most about your role?
Oh gosh, honestly, I find that very difficult to answer, Jane, because there truly has been so much. So honestly, from starting the role in 2013, where I came into the third sector for the very first time, had huge amounts of areas of learning, and not having been in the third sector before, there was so much that I didn't know. But fortunately, I was in my familiar territory of early years, so that was the major thing that helped quite a bit, yes. And I guess really the thing that I've enjoyed most of all is just the sense of connection, I think, with children, families, and the workforce, because through the work that we do, so just on Friday there I was visiting one of our Stay Play and Learn services, and every time I do that, whether it's visiting a Stay Play and Learn service where we work directly with children and families, or visiting one of the prisons where we're working with children affected by parental imprisonment, and listening to what the families say about the huge and very important differences that our services are helping to make for them in their lives. I think that, there are no words really. It just feels such an incredibly important role that we play in the sector, and it's the same in speaking to our members who talk about feeling a really strong sense of identity with the early years sector and the community, and we help to bring that about through the kind of support that we give to those who are providing early learning and childcare services for children and families. And I guess really we're sitting in the Early Years Scotland Professional Learning Academy just now, which was officially launched by the Minister a year ago in December, and having gone from not existing at all to now normally bursting at the seams with the enthusiasm from the sector. I think all of these things, it's so hard to pinpoint any specific thing. There's just so much excitement and so much reward in having the privilege to have had such a role.
What do you think you're going to miss most about Early Years Scotland?
Oh my goodness, what am I going to miss most? Honestly, hand on heart, Jane, I am going to miss everything. Everything about this organisation. I'm going to miss the work itself. I'm going to miss the incredible staff team. I'm going to miss the wonderful board of directors, all of those connections, and just the real sense of what I said earlier about the reward that you have from the work that this organisation does. Honestly, don't think there are words to describe how special it is and how privileged I feel to be part of this organisation.
Absolutely, and obviously we're going to miss you and all the support and all the dedication you've given to that role as well. So I can understand it'll be a time of mixed emotions for you, Jean.
Very mixed. It does feel like a real range. But I know, maybe with a bit of time and adjustment, and I am going to, as you know, plan to still do something in the sector on a much more part-time basis, and maybe not a role that's going to be so full on,
yes,
but in a more part-time way, to still hopefully be part of the sector that has been my career.
Absolutely, your passion for all these years. So overall, Jean, I think it's understandable you have a range of mixed emotions about leaving Early Years Scotland.
Yes, absolutely, Jane. Completely a real mixed bag of emotions. But much more importantly, Jane, how are you feeling about taking up the new role?
Well, excited, nervous. I've been here for 5 years now, so I think the main feeling is predominantly excited about it, but like yourself, a whole range of emotions. But really, I feel really honoured and privileged, as I said earlier, to be given this opportunity. I'm excited about what the future brings for Early Years Scotland and for the support that we can continue to give to children and families across Scotland. So overall, nervous, but I know that I will give this role my very best.
I am sure you absolutely will, Jane. You bring an incredible amount of experience, knowledge, understanding to the sector, and obviously you've been Deputy Chief Executive for some time too, so you really do know and understand the organisation inside out.
Yes.
Got to be a great starting point.
Yes, I think so, and I think having that cross-organisational role for the past 5 years and working closely with yourself, Jean, and the management team and the board of directors, that's given me a real strong starting point. But I know that there will be challenges within any new role, but that's something that I look forward to taking that next step. I really look forward to that next part of the journey.
So that's a wee range of things there, Jane, that you've said that you've enjoyed so far, and I'm sure will continue to enjoy even more.
Absolutely.
So is there any specific area of your role that you would say you enjoy more than others?
I think it's really difficult to say, Jean, as you highlighted earlier. I think working in this organisation is really special. I think it is such a special organisation. There's a real variety to the work that we do, which is wonderful. We've got such a committed board of directors, a committed staff team that makes this job so enjoyable. I don't think you can underestimate the value of that. And then the services that we offer, the wide range of services, I think makes every day really different and rewarding and challenging at times, because we want to ensure that we're always offering high quality in what we do. We know that's so important, but I think we've both talked about the most rewarding thing being having such a wonderful staff team, board of directors, just everyone that we work with every day, our partners, makes this such a rewarding role.
Okay. Very exciting moving forward, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And quite a kind of odd time for us.
That's right. We've worked together closely for so many years, so it will be strange, but I'm sure I can pick up the phone and
absolutely
pick your brains as we go forward.
So we hope that little video clip is informative and helpful for our partners, our members, and anyone else who takes a wee few minutes to listen. But basically we were keen to relay the news of Jane taking up the new post as CEO of Early Years Scotland on the 1st of March. We were keen to do that in a more personal way. Yes. So hopefully we've managed to do that.
And hopefully we've managed to give a flavour of Jean's nearly 7 years as Chief Executive of Early Years Scotland, and we know that we're all, I think I can speak for everyone to say that we're all going to sincerely miss Jean as a person, but also in terms of what you've given to the organisation. So I am taking the reins forward with all that real strength behind me, Jean, so I thank you for that as well.
Thank you, Jean.